Hey, what's up? I'm Matt Wyatt, and this is my What to Watch For when two teams from the SEC, Bama, Georgia, Saban versus Kirby Smart, square off for the national championship. Key number one, Alabama's run defense. They've been so good, like for years, right? And they've been really good this year, but their linebacking core is so banged up, and they added another guy to the list, Anthony Jennings, in the Clemson game, banged up, not going to play against Georgia. Here's Anthony Jennings against Clemson, lining up a defensive end and going to force the issue as they read him. This will give you an example of what they're going to miss against Georgia. Right here, the quarterback's read is the end outside. Well, he is, so he's going to keep the football. Look at the speed and aggressiveness to still make the play from Anthony Jennings. Gets there, tackles him for a loss. They're going to miss him. So you notice Alabama plays a lot of nickel defense, 5 defensive backs. Usually the 5th one is that Minkah Fitzpatrick, who may be college football's best player if you ask me. And they'll go with 2 linebackers because they don't have a lot of depth right now with all those injuries at linebacker. Well, 5 DBs, nickel, that was perfect for that spread scheme of Clemson, and it worked great against Clemson, obviously. But what about Georgia? Well, is it going to work as well against Georgia? Would you rather have more linebackers at your disposal to play against that Georgia run game? No question. This season, Alabama, even with those injuries, they are the #1 rushing defense in America. They give up only 91 yards a game. They've allowed only 8 rushing touchdowns all season long. And they're going up against Georgia, who the Bulldogs are the 8th best rushing offense in America. 267 rushing yards a game. They've got 41 rushing touchdowns this year. Something's got to give. And if you just want to peek at what Clemson's running offense did against Alabama, Clemson this year, their rushing offense really not that great. They were 35th in the country, or are 35th in the country at this point, kind of sandwiched right there between Missouri and Memphis in the national rankings. They were averaging a little over 190 rushing yards a game. Bama held them to 64. Key number 2 is just flip it over. What about Alabama's running game on offense versus that incredible Georgia defense, and especially incredible linebackers for Georgia? Statistically, Alabama, the 10th best rushing offense in the country. I told you Georgia was 8th. Alabama at 255 rushing yards a game. They've got 36 rushing touchdowns this year. Here's Bama in the pistol with a fullback tight end up front. They're going to ISO right behind Cotton, the right guard. This is just man-on-man blocking by the offensive line. It's not necessarily zone. And what Clemson did is they ran a twist that plays right into the hands of Alabama, where they seal this thing off and got a huge hole on the ISO for their back. Again, the job by this side of your line and the fact that you catch that twist coming and cut it off creates a huge hole to get you to the safety quickly. Georgia's defense, just like Alabama, they've only allowed 8 rushing touchdowns all year long. We told you Alabama had the #1 rush defense in the country. Now, Georgia's giving up about 30 more rushing yards a game than Bama, but like I said, they both have allowed just 8 rushing touchdowns on the season. Watch the pursuit of Georgia by 2 players. The defensive end back here with his hand down, number 13, and Roquan Smith, the linebacker, number 3. Both are what is the backside of this formation. Ball's going out here on a swing. They both run it down. Screen pass. Here comes number 3. He's going to get there first. You got 13 here going to run it down from behind as a backside D end. Smith gets there first, and here comes the backside D end trailing. Watch him get there with bad intentions. Stop them on 3rd and 9. Number 3, both offenses are good in the red zone. They're ranked on up there nationally. Both defenses are really good in the red zone this year. How about this? Both Alabama and Georgia on defense, red zone defense, have allowed as many or more field goals than they have touchdowns. And that's in the red zone inside the 20. Look how aggressive and fast their linebackers are. It's 3rd and 2 in overtime for Oklahoma. They're going to give the speed sweep back this way, and watch these 2 linebackers track this play down and don't give up 2 yards. Once they see it, block happening here. Here's outside linebacker 45. He's going to get there first. And here's the All-American Smith. And watch him lay the lick. Boom. And keep him shy of a first down stick. Huge game-changing play. Here's an example of Jalen Hurts throwing a football in the red zone. They've got 2 receivers here out wide. Clemson's defense, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, try to hold them in there with play action. The reason for that fake, you want that linebacker to stay up. Now you've got double slants coming behind it. The first crosser is covered in man-to-man, goes to the next guy and drills the slant to Ridley. All right, number 4, let's take a quick look, just for comparative purposes, at the common opponents this year for Alabama and Georgia. They both played Mississippi State. Georgia wins 31-3 in Athens. Bama wins 31-24 in Starkville. They both lost to Auburn in the regular season. Georgia loses at Auburn 40-17. Bama loses at Auburn 26-14. They both killed Tennessee in the regular season, 41-0 for Georgia, 45-7 for Alabama. Same story, they both played Vandy in the regular season. Georgia beat them 45-14. Alabama won in Nashville 59-0. And the one outlier is, Georgia had the rematch with Auburn in the championship game and then beat them 28-7. And number 5, quarterback comparison. This is freshman versus sophomore, Fromm versus Hurts. Jalen Hurts did something against Clemson. He turned around a trend. In Alabama's last 2 losses prior to the Sugar Bowl, Clemson and Auburn, they were terrible on third down. They were 5 of 26 on third down in those losses, and Hurts never completed a pass that converted to third down in any of those 2 losses. I did a video about that. If you want to watch it, I'll give you a link right here. You can go back and watch that. That was prior to the Sugar Bowl. Well, the other night against Clemson, he was pretty doggone good. Alabama as a team in the Sugar Bowl converted 8 of 17 on third down. Not bad at all. And Jalen Hurts was 5 of 9 passing and twice completed a pass that converted on third down. If you look by comparison, Jake Fromm against Oklahoma. Now, Oklahoma's defense not as good as Clemson, but Fromm was 4 of 8 passing on third down and 2 times threw a pass, completed it on third down to convert. Hey, and lastly, here's one key stat that tells you a lot about how Georgia's offense is successful. Here's a bonus for you. They have been great on first down in their biggest wins. Look at what Georgia has done on first down plays. When that marker over there says 1 on it. Against Oklahoma the other night, Jake Fromm was 9 of 10 passing for 104 yards on first down, and they ran the ball 22 times for 229 yards on first down. Look at when they beat Auburn in the championship game. On first down, Fromm was 6 of 7 for 88 yards, and they ran it 24 times for 183 yards on first down. So in the win against Auburn in the championship game, they were only in 3rd and long, which is 3rd and 9 or more, 3 times. They stayed out of 3rd and long. Compare that to when Georgia lost to Auburn. They were bad on first down. They couldn't complete the ball, they couldn't run it, and they were in 3rd and 9 or long 4 times in that ball game. A big key for Georgia against this really good Alabama defense: success on first down, stay out of 3rd and long. That'll be a key. All right, hope you liked this video. If you did, do me a favor, subscribe on YouTube, like me over on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Wyatt. And also, while you're here, head on over to renaissancennation.com. There's some past videos there that I've done and other things as well that I think you'll really like. That's renaissancennation.com. And before you leave, find me on Instagram and Twitter. I am Radio Wyatt there as well. All right, enjoy the game on Monday night. I know I will, and I'll see you next time.